I'm going to start out by getting in touch with our breath this evening. So as you settle in, if you have a breathing exercise, please, by all means. I'm going to take 3 very slow, deep inhalations. I'm going to hold for a slow count of 8, and I'm going to exhale for a slow count of 8. I'm going to do that 3 times, and then we'll get started. Up here in the mountains where I'm at, the tree frogs have begun this spring. So as they get louder as the evening progresses, hopefully you can hear them. It's a pretty cool sound. So if you hear frogs, you're not going crazy. All right, let's go ahead and take a minute to breathe. As you continue to breathe, be mindful of any tension that lies between the ears, in your forehead, down through the cheeks. Relax the jaw, down through the neck, over the shoulders, down your arms, past the elbows. Just let the tension drain out of the palms of your hands. And just breathe. Be mindful of any tension that might be in the upper back between the shoulder blades, the chest, the lower back, the abdomen. Relax down through the hips, the upper legs, across the knees, past the ankles. Just let go of the day. Let it drain out your feet into Mother Earth. She's happy to accept it. And just breathe. This evening we're going to bring forward autumn. It's spring in North America. I think that's where we're all at. But we've got an entire half of the planet that's just starting fall. It's amazing how the earth is tilted so that we get that balance between spring and fall. And as you continue to breathe, try and bring forward your favorite leafy tree. Maybe it's a mighty oak if you're in the south, an aspen, a maple tree. And if you're in North America, maybe these trees haven't begun to bring on new leaves yet. Maybe they still have an occasional leaf left over from autumn. In either case, we'll bring forward some words of wisdom from Thich Nhat Hanh. And try for just a moment to imagine yourself under this tree and bring forward the leaf as you continue to breathe. Falling leaves bid farewell to the branch they knew as home. They dance joyfully as they descend back to the earth, fluttering and twirling and swirling through the crisp mid-autumn air. I used to feel a pang of sadness this time of year as I watched life wither away into the bleakness of winter. Decomposing foliage, disintegrating into oblivion, and the animals as they retreat for hibernation. That was until I studied the seasonal transition of a tree, discovered its continuous cycle of death and rebirth. Every death signaled new beginnings and ensured the survival of the tree. Just breathe. With this newfound perspective, I now look at autumn with pure delight, knowing the transitioning colors signal the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. The leaves may bid farewell to the tree, their decomposition provides fertile ground for new life to spring forth. Only in their death can they hold seeds of potential for new life to emerge. Wisdom of the leaves. One autumn day, I was in a park and I looked at a very small and beautiful leaf. Its color was almost red. It was barely hanging to the branch, nearly ready to fall down. I spent a long time with it and I asked the leaf a number of questions. I found out the leaf had been a mother to the tree. We usually think that the tree isn't the mother and the leaves are just children. But as I looked at the leaf, I saw the leaf is also a mother to the tree. The sap that the roots take up is only water and minerals, not sufficient enough to nourish the tree. So the tree distributes the sap to the leaves, and the leaves transform the rough sap into elaborate sap with the help of the sun and the air, and then send it back to the tree for nourishment. Therefore, leaves are also mother to the tree. And just breathe. I asked the leaf whether it was scared because it was autumn and the other leaves were falling. The leaf told me no. During the whole spring and summer, I was very alive. I worked hard and helped nourish the tree, and much of me is in the tree. Said the leaf, I am not limited by this form. I am the whole tree, and when I go back to the soil, I will continue to nourish the tree. As I leave this branch and float to the ground, I will wave to the tree and tell her, I will see you again very soon. After a while, I saw the leaf leave the branch, and gently float down to the soul dancing to its own existence. Because as it floated, it saw itself already there in the tree. It was so happy. I have a lot to learn from the leaf because it is not afraid. I knew nothing can be born and nothing can die. And just breathe. As you sit under your tree, just take a moment. Imagine both the falling leaves in autumn, the rebirth of the leaves in the spring, how they gently stretch out from each branch, accepting the sun, letting it dance across its face. Imagine the sap as it travels up and down the trunk and branches, as it travels throughout each leaf. Imagine it as the oxygen you bring in through your nose as it enters the lungs and nourishes your body. As humans, we don't have leaves, but we do have cells. They too continually die and drop off as the body reimagines, replenishes, rebirths our own cells. Every couple years, our body completely replaces itself anew. And yet we still stand, as does the tree. And we breathe. As our cells rejuvenate and die, it's no different than the tree and its leaves. We're a walking cycle of life and death, decomposition and rebirth. May we find joy and happiness in our own existence. Because we're every bit as important as the tree. And we breathe. And we'll just take a couple minutes to be quiet. Imagine yourself either with the tree, beside the tree, and just breathe. As you continue to breathe, gently take a deep breath. Fill your lungs. Gently work your way back to the group. Just settle in. Take a deep breath and get yourself grounded. This evening, we've started April and we've brought forth the trickster, the concept of duality and non-duality. Can be a very deep and yet very simple practice at the same time, as most things are. As we go through our week and our evening, may we recognize that each and every one of us and those that we come across are trees with leaves, that they are continually changing and renewing, and that we're changing and we're renewing. Each day can be different and start all over. So have a great weekend, a wonderful evening. Namaste.